three different bits for this derivation. The very first part of this derivation is this one, which we have derived in our previous class, t minus t infinity. That expression we already derived. So the second part of this derivation is, we call it as instantaneous heat flow rate, right? So this is the second part, and along with that there is one more part of this derivation, that is total heat transfer. So basically there is only one single derivation is there. So out of which this expression what you are observing here, this is the first part of the derivation. Along with that, there are two more bits of derivations are there, which I am going to derive it today. Okay. And also I have posted in your previous class, I have posted a video related to this, which I have posted. So how we have obtained this expression, right? How we have obtained this expression for temperature distribution for lumped system analysis, that we have already done. I have given the link. Otherwise, I will share it today also for this temperature distribution. Along with that, I am going to share one more link, that is for instantaneous heat flow along with total heat transfer. तो पूरा डेरिवेशन जो पार्ट है, डेरिवेशन का जो भी पार्ट है ये इस सेकेंड मॉड्यूल में, उसका मैं पूरा लिंक आज आप लोगों को भेज देता हूँ. सी इट इज लिंक्स आर, टाइम ड्यूरेशन फॉर द लिंक इज वेरी शॉर्ट. वीडियोस जो है बहुत छोटे छोटे हैं, हार्डली 15 मिनट्स और 20 मिनट्स, दैट्स ऑल. Okay, so all of you please go through, because this is the only derivation which is there in your second module. There are no other derivations. Okay, and also it is a quite easy part, that is second module is quite easy compared to your other modules. Okay, so we'll go with that derivation, instantaneous heat flow rate and total heat transfer. We'll go with that. Okay, so this is the expression what we have obtained, right? In the previous, it is the extension of this only, right? In last class we have obtained, so t minus t infinity divided by ti minus t infinity is equal to e raised to minus hat divided by rho vc. Okay, this is the expression. So in last class we have also discussed that this left hand side is equal to e raised to minus bi into fo, minus bi into, so where bi we call it as Biot number, where bi we call it as Biot number, and fo we call it as Fourier's number. Okay, how that we have obtained, I will just recall you once. Okay, if you take only this part, which is there, e raised to there is no hat divided by rho vc, hat divided, only you take this part and try to simplify it. Okay, you will get, so this hat divided by rho vc. Okay, so you can expand it into this form, by considering this LC is equal to, characteristic LC is equal to V by A, and alpha is equal to K by rho C, right? So accordingly, if you expand it, you will get HAT by rho VC is equal to HLC by K. So this represent Biot number, HLC by K, and the second part alpha T by LC square. So this will represent Fourier number. So this part I have clearly explained in that video link which I shared yesterday. So you go through that part, you will come to know. So this HAT is nothing but it is the product of Biot number. This is the Biot number, and whereas this is the Fourier's number, this expression number 5. So you just substitute over here. So in this expression, in the previous expression, if you, as you can see here, so this HAT, if you replace it, then minus sign is there, minus will be as it is, minus bi into fo, right? So this is the final expression you are getting for that temperature distribution in terms of Biot number and Fourier number. Okay, now coming to this instantaneous heat flow, we will move to this part. So instantaneous heat flow and total heat flow. First we'll derive instantaneous heat flow, right? So this instantaneous heat flow, it is given by the expression Qi is equal to rho Vc into dt by dt. So this is the expression which is required for instantaneous heat flow, to calculate instantaneous heat flow. So this is Qi is equal to rho Vc into dt by dt. So here this T parameter I am going to replace this T, which we have obtained in equation number 3. suppose, okay, this is the expression. This is the expression for that is temperature distribution. If you rewrite this expression, equation number 3, if you rewrite this expression, T is equal to, so how the expression it will be if you write it in terms of T is equal to, so you will get, you will transfer this T infinity to the right hand side, minus T infinity, it will become plus. Okay, along with that, you transfer this Ti minus T infinity to the right hand side, so the expression will be something like this. The same expression I am going to write, which is in terms of T, as you can see here. So this T I have replaced by that expression. So that expression is, what is that? T infinity plus Ti minus T infinity multiplied by e raised to minus hat by rho Vc. So this T we have obtained, this T we have obtained from the equation number 3. Okay, so now you differentiate this, right? Differentiate with respect to time, right? With respect to time. So it is something like this. It is e raised to x kind of differentiation it is. Okay, so take a common here, right? Rho Vc you take out, right? Then this will be a constant. It will be turned. It will go 0. Then Ti minus T infinity multiplied by minus Ha by rho Vc, right? So this T parameter will become 1 here because we are differentiating it with respect to T, small t. We are differentiating it with respect to small t. That's why this will be here, the T will become 1 here. Okay, in this part, multiplied by again e raised to minus Hat by rho Vc. Okay, is it clear this part? How we have derived this, right? Differentiated this, how we have differentiated. Okay, so differentiate this whatever it is there in the bracket, you differentiate with respect to small t, right? So you'll get this expression. So now simplify it again, right? So here you can see this rho Vc, this rho Vc and this rho Vc will get cancelled here. Okay, so the numerator and numerator and denominator part, that is rho Vc is there, it will be get cancelled. So remaining part is minus Ha into bracket Ti minus T infinity into e raised to minus Hat by rho Vc will get. So this, as I told you, this Hat by rho Vc is nothing but it is the product of Biot number and Fourier number. It is a product of Biot number and Fourier number. So this is the final expression for instantaneous heat flow, right? So that is indicated by Qi, right? So very simple two-step derivation it is, right? So it is a continuous process for which we have developed an equation in previous class, that is temperature distribution for lumped system analysis. So it is a continuous part of that. So it is in terms of Qi, right? Instantaneous heat flow. So there is one more part, that is total heat flow, right? Total heat transfer, total heat transfer. So that we are representing it in terms of that is Q dash. So Q dash represent the total heat transfer. See, these are the certain expressions which are necessary while solving the problem. Later on, you'll come to know how we can implement this while solving the numericals. Okay. And as I told you, this is the only derivation what you are having in your second module. And as I told you, this is the fixed derivation. ये डेरिवेशन आएगा ही आएगा आप लोगों को एक्सटर्नल में. You can easily grab 10 marks or 12 marks for this derivation. Okay, 3-step derivation it is there. First part is related to temperature distribution, second part is related to instantaneous heat transfer, then third is related to, that is total heat transfer. 3 bits are there actually. Okay, now we'll go with this third part, third bit. So that is for total heat transfer, Q dash. So this can be easily found, right, by integrating this Qi what we have derived just now, that is instantaneous heat transfer, instantaneous heat flow, Qi within the limits 0 to t, within the limits 0 to t with respect to time dt, right? So this total heat transfer can be calculated, that is Q dash is equal to integration of right, Qi within the limit 0 to t with respect to dt. Okay, so if you simplify this, you have to replace this qi by this expression what we have obtained just now here, as you can see here. So this is the expression for qi. Qi is equal to minus ha into bracket ti minus t infinity into e raised to minus hat by rho vc. Okay, so this is the expression for instantaneous heat transfer. The same I am going to take here. So I am going to replace this, right? I'm going to replace this qi, and I'm going to integrate within the limit 0 to t with respect to dt. Okay, so here, so now you can simplify this or integrate it. You will get minus ha into bracket ti minus t infinity into e raised to minus hat by rho vc divided by ha divided by rho vc within the limit 0 to t, within the limit 0 to t. So this is the integration, right? Integration. That's why it is at a denominator part. E raised to x it is. E raised to x is nothing but e raised to x divided by x, something like that. Okay, you just recall that part. Okay, so here now here you can clearly observe that ha part is there at numerator and ha part is there at denominator. So this ha and ha, this will get cancelled here, right? And at same time, this is 1 by rho vc. Now if you cancel this ha here, so it will become 1 divided by rho vc. So I will take it on the numerator part. It will become rho vc into bracket ti minus t infinity into e raised to minus hat divided by rho vc within the limit 0 to t. Okay, so now you put the limits here. So I will take this as a common. So first I will put for t. So since it is dt, right? So I'm going to replace this. I'm going to put the value for this t, hat divided by rho vc is there. No, I'm going to replace this t by t, first one. Later on, minus e raised to minus ha into 0 divided by rho vc, right? So when you substitute these limits here, you will get e raised to minus hat divided by rho vc minus 1, because e raised to 0 will be 1. It will be 1 when you substitute the value of t as 0. The e raised to 0 is 1. Okay, so now again, if you simplify it, you will get rho vc into bracket ti minus t infinity multiplied by e raised to minus bi into fo, because as I told you, this hat by rho vc, right? Hat by rho vc. H is the convective heat transfer coefficient, a is the surface area, t is the small t is time, rho is the density of the material, v is the volume, and c is the specific heat, right? If you go with this expression, as I told you, you can easily replace this by bi into fo. So this is the product of this hat by rho vc is nothing but the product of it is a product of Biot number. Bi we write bi as Biot number and fo as Fourier number. So this Biot number and Fourier number expressions are already there in your data handbook. Okay, if you observe it carefully, you'll see here. So here Biot number is given HL by KS, right? HL by KS, and Fourier number is nothing but alpha T by L square. So this L is nothing but the characteristic length, as you can see here, characteristic length. So this characteristic length, it totally depends on the geometry of the uh, of the of the material, right? Geometry, either the heat transfer is taking place whether from a flat plate or from a cylinder or from a sphere. It what it indicates, it indicates the type of geometry that is having, that material is having. So accordingly we have to change the value for this L, that is characteristic length of that particular body. Okay, so it totally depends on the geometry. Characteristic length is totally depends on the geometry of that body. Okay, so while solving the problem, you will come to know that part. It is quite easy hai. Okay, so for this, as I told you, from the second module onwards, you must have your data handbook with you, right? Without data handbook we can't proceed, because all the expressions, all the values, and all the graph, some of the parameters are such that you have to extract those values from the graphs which are there in your data handbook. Okay, so please all of you be ready with the with this data handbook, so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so as I told you, this is the expression for Biot number, HL by KS, and this is the expression for Fourier number. Okay, so these are the three derivation, means bit A, bit B, bit BC. So three part derivations are there. So this is the only one derivation. It is there in this is there in your external also. क्यों बोल तो ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है second module में. Anyhow, you can grab maximum marks from this derivation. Okay, so this is all about the derivation that is related to transient mode of heat transfer. So here let me tell you one more thing. I will just want to introduce those who are attending for first time. So in transient heat transfer, what happens? Transient, so here the temperature distribution, here the temperature distribution within the body will change with respect to time. It is not as in case of steady state. In steady state, what happens? The temperature will remain constant irrespective of time. But whereas in case of transient heat transfer, what happens? The temperature will change with respect to time. The best examples are the heat treatment processes. So what are the different heat treatment processes? Anybody? Yes, anybody?
Hardening, quenching.
Yes. So these are the
Hot tempering, mild tempering.
okay. So those are nothing but the heat treatment process in which the body is going to cool, right? With respect to you have to give a certain time for that. So in annealing, what happens? You are cooling within the furnace, right? So in some other treatment heat treatment process, what you are doing, you are taking the object from the furnace and you are keeping it in the atmosphere. So that is one more method. In another process, what you are directly taking the hot object from the furnace and you are directly dipping it into certain liquid medium, right? So here the same, here what we are studying is, for example, just I want to give an example. Consider there is a ball, 5 centimeter steel ball is there, 5 centimeter diameter. Okay, so you are heating it for 300 degrees Celsius in a oven, right? So when 300 degrees Celsius temperature is attained, you immediately take it off from the furnace and you directly dip into water bath. So the question will be something like this. So after 10 seconds, what is the temperature of the ball, right? Or what after, otherwise the question will be something like this. After how many seconds is required, or what is the time required for the ball to reach 100 degrees Celsius? If the temperature, if the temperature of the ball, initial temperature is 300 degrees Celsius, the question will be something, after what time the temperature of the ball will be 100 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Celsius. So here, as you can see in the question itself, here the temperature is varying with respect to time. So that part we are going to study here. Okay, so now okay, this is the just a general explanation related to this transient heat transfer. Now I will come to the one more part, that is characteristic length, right? What is this characteristic length and how the characteristic length varies for different uh, geometry. Okay, so as you can see, this is LC. So LC, L, LS, all are same. Characteristic length or significant length, it is called as either characteristic length or significant length. So basically this characteristic length is nothing but it is the ratio of a volume of the solid divided by surface area of the solid. So this is general overall. Okay, characteristic length is what? It is the ratio of volume of the surface, volume of the solid divided by surface area of the solid. See, surface area it is, not the cross section area, it is surface area. Just you keep it in the mind. Okay, it is the surface area. Okay, don't get confused here. Okay, so here characteristic length is the ratio of volume of the solid V, volume of the solid V divided by surface area of the solid A, V by A it is. Okay, now there are three cases are there. right? The very first case is the for flat plate, right? For flat plate, characteristic length given by, that is V by A. So volume of that plate, if it is a plate, then the volume of the plate will be L B into H, right? Length, breadth, height divided by area 2BH, because area, surface area it is. So here this flat plate is exposed to two surfaces. अगर ये flat plate है, समझो अगर आपका mobile flat plate है, right? The heat transfer is taking from the screen side as well as from the back side. So that's why here area is multiplied by 2. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. So here the heat transfer is taking place from both sides, upper part as well as from the bottom part. If your mobile is a flat plate, heat transfer will take place from the screen side also and from back side of your mobile also, right? So that's why for flat plate you have to remember this. For flat plate, the characteristic length is, if you simplify this, you will get L by 2. L by 2 as the characteristic length. Okay. So this is for flat plate. So here you can see L, B, H are the thickness. L stands for thickness here. L is not the length, B is the breadth or width, and here L is the thickness, B is the breadth, and one more part, H is the height. Okay, we will go with this part because L compulsory, L we consider in heat transfer entire subject. We usually consider this L as thickness only. Okay. So this is for plate. Okay, you just remember this characteristic length is given by L by 2. L by 2. That is nothing but the thickness by 2 it is. L is nothing but the thickness by 2 it is. Then similarly for another geometry, we'll go with another geometry now. If it is a long cylinder, this is the second geometry. So the characteristic length, as I told you, it is the ratio of volume to the surface area. So volume of the cylinder is nothing but pi r square L divided by 2 pi RL. R is the radius. Okay. Is it right? This is the volume, pi r square into L. Pi r square into L is the volume and 2 pi RL is the surface area. So if you simplify this, it will become R by 2. R by 2 will be the characteristic length. R by 2 will be the characteristic length of for long cylinder. Now coming to the another part, that is third geometry. For sphere, this characteristic length is given by, for sphere it is. So this part is the volume of the sphere, 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by surface area of the sphere, that is 4 pi r square. So if you simplify, you will get R by 3. So you have to remember these three. Characteristic length for flat plate, it is L by 2, that is thickness divided by 2. And for long cylinder, it is R by 2. And for sphere, it is R by 3. Okay. Is any doubt here? इसमें क्या तो doubt है
No,
तो
sir.
पूछ सकते.
No, sir.
Okay. So see, after the class, I am going to put share one link that is related to फर्स्ट डेरिवेशन का जो पहला पार्ट है और उसके साथ में सेकंड पार्ट है, दोनों का डेरिवेशन का पार्ट मैं आपको अपलोड कर देता हूँ. आप लोग एक बार देख लीजिए. उसके साथ साथ यू मेक वन, इफ यू आर हैविंग, अगर टाइम वगैरह कुछ है तो यू प्रिपेयर योर ओन नोट्स, राइट, बाय सीइंग दोज वीडियोस. ओके. सो नाउ कमिंग टू दिस वन मोर पार्ट. एक छोटा सा थियरी पार्ट पूछते हैं यूजुअली. Biot number, what is the significance of Biot number and Fourier's number, right? So this is, I have given a small short note, so I am going to post this also in your आपके ग्रुप में डाल देता हूँ. You just go through that part. Okay, let me clarify this also. So this Biot number, basically Biot number, it is the ratio of internal conduction resistance to the surface convection resistance. Okay, so here you can see Biot number is the ratio of internal conduction resistance to the surface convection resistance. HL by K. HL by K. It is, we are generally represented by HL by K, as you can see here. So here HLC by K. L stands for characteristic length. So here this H is nothing but the convective heat transfer coefficient, right? Right, it is the indication of ratio of internal conductance resistance to the surface convection resistance. Okay, so this is the ratio. This will give you Biot number, this ratio. So basically when we are solving the problem that are related to your Biot number, so initial फर्स्ट पार्ट वी हैव टू चेक फॉर द बायोट नंबर. अगर कौन सा भी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं हम लोग ट्रांजिएंट हीट कंडक्शन में, तो पहले हम लोगों को बायोट नंबर का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, सो इफ द कंडीशन सेटिस्फाइज, अगर बायोट नंबर का वैल्यू, if the Biot number value is less than 0.1, then only we can say that the internal resistance throughout that slab or sphere or cylinder, the internal resistance are within the limit, or we can say that if the Biot number is less than 0.1, then we can say that there is a uniform temperature distribution inside that geometry. Either it may be flat plate, sphere, or cylinder. Okay, first, the very first part is that we have to calculate for this Biot number. Biot number is it is as you can see, if the Biot number is less than 0.1, then lumped heat capacity approach can be used, right? अगर ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होता है तो ही हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, we can analyze that the heat distribution within that geometry is uniform. अगर ये ज्यादा आ गया समझो, if the Biot number is greater than, if it is now here it is less than 0.1, if it is greater than 0.1, then there is one more method to solve that problem. So उसके लिए हम लोगों को हाइसलर चार्ट्स के थ्रू हम लोगों को कुछ डाटा एक्सट्रैक्ट करके सॉल्व करना है. सो बेसिकली यहाँ पे दो प्रोसीजर है सॉल्व करने के. फर्स्ट कंडीशन क्या है, इफ द Biot number is less than 0.1, so this will indicate that Biot number is less than 0.1, it will indicate that the temperature distribution within that material is uniform. If the Biot number is greater than 0.1, then what it will indicate, the temperature within that material is not uniform. Here the temperature is varying. For example, if you consider a ball, the surface temperature consider the surface temperature is somewhere around 300 degrees Celsius, and the center temperature of the ball is somewhere around 250 degrees Celsius. So there is a temperature range is there from 300 to 250. There are certain problems are also there. When you will later on you will come to know the significance of this Biot number, right? So first part is you have to check for this Biot number. Okay. So now coming to this one more parameter, that is Fourier's number, right? Fourier number. So Fourier number is generally, it is given by this LT by LC square, right? As I told you, it is there in your this here Fourier number. So this is the Biot number. This is Fourier number, alpha T by L square, right? The same expression, it is there in your data handbook also. Okay, so just you write, this is the non-dimensional factor alpha T by LC square is called Fourier's number. It is given by it, or it is written by FO is equal to alpha T by LC square, right? So what it signifies, it signifies the penetration of heating or cooling through a solid, right? So this is related to this Fourier's number, right? So later on you will again come to know the significance of this while solving the problem. Okay, so most probably this question will also be there. Explain or write a short note on Biot number and Fourier number. The question will be something like this, or explain the significance of Biot number and Fourier number. So just a small 1 or 2 paragraph note is there. You can write up that part. Okay, theory part में इतना ही और कुछ नहीं. One derivation and another is write the significance of Biot number and Fourier number. Over. सिर्फ 2 क्वेश्चन आते हैं theory के ऊपर. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in next class, I am going to start with the numericals. Okay, so all of you should be present. यहाँ पे न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करने का देयर इज वन स्मॉल प्रोसीजर इज देयर, एक ही प्रोसीजर है, उसी के हिसाब से चलना है। एंड यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक लेंथ फॉर ईच ज्योमेट्री, हर एक ज्योमेट्री का एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक लेंथ आपको उसका इक्वेशन याद रखना है। फॉर फ्लैट प्लेट, एज आई टोल्ड यू, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक लेंथ फॉर फ्लैट प्लेट इज that is L by 2, that is thickness divided by 2. For cylinder it is R by 2, and for sphere it is R by 3. Okay, so you have to remember this characteristic length for different geometry, and accordingly we will solve the problem in the next class. कुछ doubt है तो पूछ सकते हैं. If you are having any doubts you can ask me.
No sir.
It is clear, no?
यस सर. सर असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चन भेज दीजिए.
हाँ, असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चंस भेजता हूँ, फर्स्ट इंटरनल का असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चन भेजता हूँ, और फर्स्ट इंटरनल का या फिर फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल का, बेटर आई विल कॉल इट बाय फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल, फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल इंटरनल क्वेश्चंस, फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चंस.
यस सर. यस
कब है सर?
हाँ, यस,
फर्स्ट इंटरनल कब है?
and it will be decided by प्रिंसिपल सर, कब रखना है वो he is going to decide it. Principal sir will वो आएगा, नोटिस
Okay,
आएगा, नोटिस आने, but you start working on this, right?
Okay sir.
Okay. Any other questions you are having? See, please be
फर्स्ट इंटरनल के लिए सिर्फ सेकंड मॉड्यूल रहेगा.
नहीं, फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल रहेगा. फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल विल बी देयर फॉर योर फर्स्ट इंटरनल. ओके,
यस सर.
वो डेट
डेट
वो डेटा हैंडबुक का ऑथर कौन सा?
डेटा कोदंडरामा, Subramanya and Kodandarama. See, I have shared the link for data handbook in group में भेजा हूँ, देखो मैं 6th edition का कुछ है वो, 6th edition, it is accepted, वो चलेगा, ऐसा कुछ ये नहीं है, ज्यादा कुछ चेंजेस नहीं है उसमें, मैं ऑब्जर्व, आई हैव गॉन थ्रू दैट. अगर आप लोगों को डेटा हैंडबुक नहीं मिला तो यू कैन गो विद दैट 6th edition विच आई हैव आपके ग्रुप में मैंने डाला हूँ, आप उसको डाउनलोड कर लीजिए सॉफ्ट कॉपी. अदरवाइज मैं एक मेरे पास 8th एडिशन है, उसका मैं पीडीएफ बना के डाल देता हूँ ग्रुप में. ओके,
यस सर.
ओके. और कुछ? सी, वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू, प्लीज लॉग इन, आप सभी लोगों को लॉग इन आपके पोर्टल से होना है, राइट? नो ग्रुप, अभी वो जूम का क्लास, वो सब वो जो हम लोग डालते थे ग्रुप में, अभी उसके थ्रू आप लोगों को ज्वाइन नहीं होना है. यू हैव टू ज्वाइन बाय सिकैब स्टूडेंट पोर्टल, राइट? तो वहां पे आप लोगों को ग्रीन कलर का एक बॉक्स है, नोटिफिकेशन बॉक्स, वहां पे हर एक क्लास का लिंक स्क्रॉल होता रहता है. सो यू हैव टू ज्वाइन यूजिंग दैट लिंक. तो जैसे आप लॉग इन होंगे तो आपका लॉग इन टाइम वो HRMS के वेबसाइट में एंट्री हो जाएगा वो. तो इसके लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आपका अटेंडेंस ऐसे देखा जा रहा है. ओके, सो प्लीज मेक यूज ऑफ दैट HRMS, जो स्टूडेंट पोर्टल जो है, सिकैब स्टूडेंट पोर्टल, यू लॉग इन थ्रू दैट पोर्टल ओनली, ऑल ऑफ यू.
सर वहाँ से ज्वाइन नहीं हो पा रहे सर.
नहीं, होते हैं उसमें.
प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है
वहाँ पे
सर.
गए, वहां से इफ यू लॉग इन नो, वहाँ पे एक ग्रीन कलर का बॉक्स दिखाई देता है जैसे ही एंटर होते हैं आप लोग, तो वहाँ पे एक लिंक स्क्रॉल होते रहता है.
नहीं हो रहा है.
नहीं हो रहा है?
हाँ सर, उसी से किए सर, नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए
वो
फिर
क्लिक कर,
Zoom-
नहीं, उसको क्लिक करने के बाद में आपको पासवर्ड पूछता है. वो पासवर्ड, मेरा जूम का पासवर्ड 108 है.
हाँ सर, इनकरेक्ट पासवर्ड बता रहा है सर.
हाँ, नहीं, 108 है मेरा पासवर्ड.
हाँ सर.
आई हैव
अभी-
ओनली वन पासवर्ड, 108.
सर उसी से ज्वाइन किए सर हम
हाँ
लोग.
सर, कभी-कभी
हाँ.
डायरेक्ट कर.
नहीं, डायरेक्ट से बेटर आप लोग पोर्टल के, क्यों बोल, तो पोर्टल में अगर आप लॉग इन करेंगे ना तो आपका रिकॉर्ड एंटर होता है, उसके लिए बोल रहा हूँ मैं. कल जाके आपको
हाँ,
अननेसेसरी प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट ना हो, इसके लिए. गॉट दिस पॉइंट? ओके,
ओके सर.
ओके. और कुछ?
नो सर.
ओके, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर अटेंडिंग द सेशन. कल मैं न्यूमेरिकल स्टार्ट करने जा रहा हूँ, सो ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज बी रेडी विथ योर mobile phone along with your calculator, and if possible with your data handbook.
Yes sir. Sir data handbook 9th edition है चलेगा ना?
हाँ चलेगा, नो प्रॉब्लम. 8 6 से भी चलेगा, 6th एडिशन मिला तो भी नो प्रॉब्लम. 6th 7th 8th 9th ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके.
Yes sir.
एंड मैं आज मैं हुआ तो मैं आई विल पुट द PDF कॉपी ऑफ डाटा हैंडबुक. ओके. ओके. Okay, thank you all of you for attending the class.
Thank you sir.